Yes, Monday mornings, bright and early. You know what it is? You are watching the Tavern League, presented by me. I am tNomad. We are in the 5th edition module, Hoard of the Dragon Queen, as part of the Tyranny of Dragons module. Joining on these brave adventurers' latest recounting of their tale. They are assembling now, so let's go ahead and join them.
Hello.
Hello.
We didn't have a weird conversation last time.
I suppose that's...
And that's the third time I got syphilis.
Oh my god. Can we get a password yet?
I'm not comfortable with this.
I should have. Yeah, I
No, it was before I met you.
Oh crap.
Don't worry, it's okay. It was before I met you.
Did I miss it? I missed it.
I'll put it in bar chat.
Just noticed there's a version update, so I'm updating.
Okay.
We got lighting now.
Yeah, it's cool
Hell
stuff,
yeah.
man.
Lighting is... Hey, Arcanine, what's up, man? See ya. Bright and early. And I had a few drinks last night. A few of them.
Uh-oh.
It was a good session.
It
so
was a
he-
good session.
He deserved them.
It was all right.
Just enough to... It was alright. Surprised you didn't give more disadvantages to be here. I suppose he didn't need them. He wasn't...
I was watching, but like the crew was doing a pretty good job. Like, and I actually, Jake and I were talking about that. I was like, when he did the owl sounds, I was gonna give him more advantage, but I was like, y'all didn't really need it, and I don't want to make it obnoxiously fluffy easy.
Yeah, well, Vigor was either missing or he would crit them.
Yep.
There wasn't much in between.
Yeah.
There's quite a few crits.
I don't see my character.
Yeah, and I
There he is.
got one. I got a crit for my highest damage yet.
Oh,
And
yeah.
It was on a character that had like, a dozen HP left or so.
Yeah, you were one away from the absolute...
Yeah. Yeah, Malagar's coming together nice. He's fun to play.
Oh yeah, you have like all of your tools. I don't think it's possible for you not to get...
At this point, it'd be difficult.
Okay.
Hallways are Malagar's nemesis, though.
Yeah. So, we have everybody in right now.
Dibs on not doing historian again.
Oh man, I forgot to upload that, but yes. Golden Bird
Second
gave
dibs.
me-
I'm just kidding.
gave me the synopsis.
Which I apologize to Ryan, but I'll tell you guys too, if it's not like the best one, I'm sorry. I was complete dog crap after getting the second COVID shot.
Here's-
Yeah, I gotta get that Wednesday. I'm not looking forward to it. Everybody's been like, ugh, it sucks and it's the worst.
So I'll say this, take ibuprofen before, have Tylenol ready for after, and take like vitamin C and vitamin B12 before, and that will at least, like, I didn't get a fever at all. Like, what I ended up having was a lot of body aches.
Yep.
And
that's
I
what I
did have
had.
nausea for a couple of hours.
I just
did
had-
my
I
first
had
one,
body
really
aches and
bad
a headache that
migraine.
wouldn't go away.
Yeah.
I had no side effects, so
Yeah, I was
haven't had
actually,
it yet.
we got it Friday afternoon, like literally like at like 12:30, not even, and I wasn't sick at all that night, but I woke up in the morning and I was like so nauseous I couldn't move, and like it hurt to move at all the rest of the day. Like,
and she was pissed at me because I was like, I feel fine. What's wrong
yeah, I
with you?
was. I was actually, I was
I don't know what you're
big
talking
mad.
about. I feel fine.
Yeah. I mean, I did have like some slight body aches, but those were, I think, more from working out than anything. So
he wasn't like mean to me about it. Like he was like, you know, nice and supportive, but I hated him.
Hated it because you felt bad. He seems fine.
I'm just not a little bitch. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm gonna side with Nicole now. She's probably giving you death glares over there.
Oh yeah, I got the look.
So, Tyranny of Dragons campaign, Hoard of the Dragon Queen, session 10 of part 5. Destruction ahead. They have finally made it to the Roadhouse. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, because a lot of moving parts are in the story right now. Pretty chaotic part. A lot of things happening. Ondar unfortunately has
Oh, you gotta
left us.
You gotta bring that right up there, huh? You gotta bring that right out.
It hits me right here, right in the chest. Ugh. Yes, Ondar has perished, but new ally is perhaps joining. We will see at the end of this interaction right here. So, first,
He ain't green yet, is he?
No. So, let's get some introductions to start us off, beginning with Freddy.
Hello, I'm Sauerkraut, and I play Freddy Bloomington, half-elf bard, who's a mix of half-elf who's a mix of bard from the College of Lore and a hexblade warlock. This makes him a jack-of-all-trades type who's out for fame, glory, and wealth so that he may eventually be worthy enough to return to his homeland.
Like I said, every time I get on stream, I have to burp nonstop. I don't know what it is. It's so annoying because I'll be like trying to talk and then I'll feel a burp. Okay, thank you very much for that introduction, Freddy. Noble quest, if ever there was one, to impress his beloved with feats of valor and honor. Plenty of money. Moving on to Hawkeye. Tell us a little
Money
bit about
talks.
your Tell us a little bit about your character.
Hi, I'm Otto. I play Hawkeye, who is a wild hunt shifter druid of the Circle of the Stars. And she just loves her animals and like she's trying to get close with some of her group, but sometimes she's just like, well, they don't trust me, but yet I don't know if I could trust them. So she's very much contemplating a lot of things right now. But she does know one thing, and that she can trust the animals.
Yes, definitely. Tentative time. Testing loyalty. We have Ireva as well. Tell us a bit more character.
Alright, Ireva is a wood elf ranger of the Horizon Walker subclass. She is a prideful elf that has never found herself putting much meaning into, personal relationships and all this. And she's found herself with this group that they end up creating bonds that she's not quite used to. And the last few weeks, I'll say, there has been some changes in the dynamics and things, and she's having a hard time figuring out exactly how she feels, if she feels about certain things going on, and she's kind of going through a little bit of trying to figure out, is she on the right path for her? Is she doing the right thing? So she's kind of a little bit of a mess, a little bit.
Right. We also have Uthar Furbog.
I'm John. I'm playing Uthar Furbog. He's a Furbog who's an ex-slave turned pirate. He is only a part of this group to find the man standing right next to him, who's responsible for his enslavement and the loss of his whole tribe. He's also pretty on the fence about hanging out with any of these people, as he considers their taking of all the riches from those carts last time to be disgusting. And now he's face to face with the whole reason he's on stupid land that he thinks is stupid and he hates it. But let's see how that plays out.
Yes, definitely a really interesting view on differing perspectives and bringing in the role play. Heavy as ever. Thank you, John. Last but not least, we have Emoc. Tell us about his character.
Well met, viewers. I am Old Jarhead, and my new character is Emoc, a Goliath barbarian from the Sword Mountains. He is on a quest. He must find a blonde man who carries a shield. The shield has a hand on it.
Oh,
He must
shit.
find this man.
My God.
He must find this downlander, and he must kill him.
Too late.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
kill
already dead.
him.
so-
Oh.
Yeah, does he need to kill him or does he need him dead? Because one of those two.
He
It's
must find
already.
him. You must find him and must slay him because he's bringing trouble to the world, and this trouble is going to bring desolation. And y'all don't need to know all that. You
Yeah. That'll be brought out eventually. Interesting. Very interesting.
Shit, what did Ondar do?
What didn't
free thing.
Ondar do?
That's true.
All right.
Oh, Raven's not gonna like that.
Thank you so much for your introductions. I am tNomad, and I will be for Dungeon Master. So, get started. Little explanation of last time. So, last time on Hoard of the Dragon Queen, the characters inside Karnath Roadhouse finally, after retreating within the safety of the walls upon Captain Ardred Brifferhue finally accepting that the real danger was from the cultists. Knowing the truth of Ondar's words as he had been cast with Zone of Truth, Ondar could not possibly have lied. And you know that there are cultists in this group and they must be smited. Captain, at first, didn't know what to make of that. Caught up in the battle, exchanging more sword swings, flashes. But once the fog from Esbara Joss, the wizard, had gone away and Ondar's body was no longer anywhere to be found, the rest of the party, with led by Freddy, constantly reminding, like, there's cultists, stop this. They retreated within the walls. And so we began the session with them talking with Ardred and kind of figuring stuff out. They were kind of put off in a side room. A lot of doubt passed on their loyalties and whether they were going to pose more of a problem than helping out with this new threat in this new siege. So the party does not like taking orders from someone that they have not been traveling with very long. Don't like it at all, and they have some strong words to share and reply. Captain not like that, so he kind of locked Ireva and Hawkeye in the room. They sat and stewed on their thoughts, thinking about the recent turn of events, mourning the loss of Ondar, wondering what had happened to his body. Eventually, Ardred came back after talking with Damna, spoke with Freddy, kind of figured out what to do. So outside, the cultists had retreated well enough back so that they could not be shot from afar, still within threatening range, far as they could tell. The party was sent out to clean up the bodies and toss them into the swamp waters and kind of get rid of them. They also saw on the wagons there's quite a bit of treasure, as the cultists were no longer around. Stop wandering eyes and pondering hands. Found a few magic items. Freddy found magic rapier, and there was also a medallion found. Oh, Hawkeye got.
Yeah, and a brooch, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hawkeye
and the
got
brooch.
the brooch. And then
Yeah,
there's
Hawkeye's
boots.
wearing the medallion.
And then the boots that
Oh,
Ureva
yeah, the
got.
Boots, elven kind that Ureva now has.
These boots were made for sneaking.
As they were looking through the different stuff, Uthar did not take anything. Experienced a bit of disgust as he believed these cultists were slavers, and therefore all of this coin was blood money. And the items. He does not like the fact that the party had taken blood. But before anything could be said, done about that, off to the northwest, a returning party of guards and laborers were returning from their day's work, for it is approaching dusk. As they were approaching, the cultists showed up as well, and so a three-way battle began with a new Emoc played by Old Jarhead as part of that party. And then the existing heroes kind of on tentative ground fighting off the cultists, but the new ongoers, guardsmen, the guarding party, didn't know what to make of it. They just saw all these wagons with people rifling through them and kept watch on them, fighting the cultists, shooting some at the party alike. Now we stand at the culmination of that battle with the cultists all slain, but now tensions between the party and the newcomers is at an all-time high, for Uthar is prone on the ground being stood over by none other than his foe and nemesis, Ramus.
Are we still in turn order?
Yes.
Okay, I need to see turn order. Okay.
So Ureva's up. That's what I got in my thing.
Yeah.
So we are right here.
Oh, I thought we stopped the combat last time. Are we still in combat?
We're in combat order, but not combat.
Sometimes more tense narrative situations require turn-by-turn plays, so narrative order
Yep,
is
not
used.
necessary.
That makes sense.
Don't
You
worry,
are-
it still's combat. I think you guys misunderstand. On my turn, it becomes combat again.
Yes, so Ureva, you see this new man. You may have heard his name being called Ramus. He is standing over Uthar with a boot on his neck. His last words, "This one attacked me."
Ureva will look at him and just say, "I cannot speak for him. I know not why he attacked you. I do know that a boot on his throat may just cause him to want to do it more." And we'll kind of look at Uthar.
I mean, he's locked eyes on Ramus. He's complete red vision right now.
Okay.
Not looking at you.
She'll look at Uthar and just say, "There's a fury in his eyes that I have yet to have seen before. Who are you to him?"
Ramus has kind of been nonchalant about much of this, as much as possible during a fight, with his boot on the neck. Now he looks down and actually bends over to look closer at the Furbog. "What is this, a Furbog?" And suddenly, Uthar, you see his eyes widen a little bit. Ah.
They widened so far his eyes popped out? Is that what happened?
No,
And his head explodes.
no. His,
And Uthar lived happily ever after.
he straightens back up after leaning down to the Furbog on the ground and saying,
Can I roll insight on his oh shit?
sure.
Can we all?
Oh, well,
So I would like to as well.
we're off to a strong start, guys.
Freddy, you're still breathing heavy from the battle, preoccupied off to the side.
Oh, nice, VMOC.
Hawkeye and Emoc, both of you get the sense that was some recognition, and I'm wondering what Ramos actually knows about this Furbog. Knows something.
Well, he had previously told BMOC he didn't know the Furbog.
Yep.
So he basically lied to VMOC then, because Ramos, you definitely know who this is.
It wasn't a lie. I just not to realize it's been a long.
So Ramos knows this then.
Yeah, Ramos knows this man.
BMOC says that to Ramos.
Ramos replies, "Well, we've met."
I just gotta interject. This is a long conversation. I was going to stab him instantly. I'm just saying. This probably would have got to a couple of sentences before he would have been getting swung on.
That's true.
True.
So, Rava, we actually have goes to Ramos Grick. Ramos is going to keep his boot on your neck, Uthar. Doesn't want to move that right now. Kind of in his mind, contemplating, making mental calculations, trying to figure out what to do. VMOC, anything you?
Yeah, VMOC's just still, he noticed that Ramos recognized him. He's still got an eye on this strange woman with these ears, and I mean, he knows what an elf is, obviously. He's not like lustily or anything like that. It's just Goliath had this thing about elves because they live so freaking long. They're just like freaked out by someone that knows their great grandparents. It just freaks them out. So
you're not being a brother Co about it.
And he's not coming on to her. It's just anyone that knows their 5 times great grandfather freaks them out. Okay, I mean, somebody that lives over 60 years freaks them out. And you live 6,000 years, so hey, I mean,
got a weird age envy thing going on.
Yeah, so he can't not look at an elf. He just can't do it.
Don't be lifespanist, VMOC.
It is what it is, I mean, that's what it is, It's like every second he's gonna look at you, and then when you look at him, he's gonna it's that thing, It's like, look away but not look away. And I mean, it's not like he's checking you out, but he is checking you out. It's that kind of thing. But
check out of curiosity more than. Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, I mean, you are good looking, but still, it's not that. Okay, so I mean, but yeah, he's questioning Ramos. I mean, he did just meet Ramos. Okay, so they're not like lifelong friends. Okay, so now he's looking down at the Furbog, and he's going to ask him, well, how do you know Ramos, creature?
I think he still isn't responding because it's just tone deaf right now.
Okay, all right, so that's his turn. That's VMOC's turn.
Okay, we can move on.
So I also meant to move on my turn, right? I'm assuming I can't do that still.
Yeah, you can move. Go ahead.
Okay, I was literally just gonna move right here, not far.
Oh wait, she was within range, so That's the react. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, Ramus is not. He's like ready.
No, VMOC's right.
No,
He's
VMOC's
got,
right.
he's
Oh, I
got
gotcha.
a 10-foot range. So no, I'm just
Okay.
kidding.
Well,
Yeah.
she doesn't move there like in like a predator style. Like she moves so that she can get line of sight with Freddy because he's behind the tree from them. And she kind of gives a nod to Freddy, like calm but a little bit of a nudge.
Yeah, still measuring the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So Jamna.
I forgot she was a thing here.
No, I was about to say the same thing. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot Java was the thing.
Arlen moves up.
Carlin was almost not a thing.
By the horse. Back to the top of the order with Hawkeye. Anything in particular you wish to do?
Yeah. Ramus, how do you know this Furbog?
So I would say probably Reva and Hawkeye, 6 seconds apart, are both asking him the question right around the same time. Keep in line with what Uthar is planning.
Yeah, I'm also gonna move
Okay.
back. I'm gonna
Yep,
move
go ahead and move.
like back towards the wagon over there.
As you guys are asking these questions, now it comes to Uthar's turn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be attacking. Hey, real quick, does anybody else not have the? We used to have like character effect token, like icons on our tokens. I'm not seeing those.
You
I
have
was
yours for
confused 'cause,
prone.
like,
Yeah, you have prone.
yeah, I don't see them. All right, so it's just me.
I
then.
don't
That's,
see it
that's
either.
fine.
No. I
I
guess
see
I
it in
have
the
them.
tracker, but yeah, we used to have like little icons.
Oh, Hawkeye, you're also still prone, by the way.
Yeah.
Remember, you were unconscious. I
Oh,
got you
shoot.
back up.
Yeah.
Okay, Freddy.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right.
I'll only go. I'll go underneath the tree over here, since that would have been.
I was just wondering
If I
if I
can.
turned something off by accident, because if you guys see them, then I did something
I don't
in an
see it.
updater. Okay.
I see him.
Yeah, there's a little down arrow in the bottom left of your map icon.
Wonder what I broke. All right.
I
Doesn't matter.
Same thing that I did.
So since I am marked prone, this should automatically. The reason I was bringing it up is I would have disadvantage on this, so I want to make sure that it rolls it, but it will. So yeah, I grab my short sword and swing right for the belly.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Ureva had to move, or I would have got sneak attack on them. No.
Uthar, I'm trying to keep some peace when, well, actually, I see the rage in your eyes. I know there's no peace. She's not that dumb.
You rolled perfect damage
I am
for
very
what
mad.
you did.
Yeah, as I grab the sword and swing, it's just all like gurgling and grunting coming out of him right now.
Right. So on his turn, Uthar takes his sword and swipes at Ramus above him. Ramus is forced to move back as the cut deals 8 points of piercing damage.
Does that mean I can get to my feet?
He is no longer on you.
All right, then I'm gonna also get to my feet
Okay.
and. I mean, I ain't going nowhere, and I'm out of spells, so that should do it for now.
Okay. Freddy.
All right. After finishing off the cultist, Freddy's going to sheath his rapier and turn around, just kind of like watch the situation that was developing. Once he sees Uthar take a swing, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. All right, Uthar, why are you doing this? Who is this guy? And that'll be it. If Uthar, you want to do a short reply?
No, there's no reply. I mean, he's about to just like tackle this guy. It's blank eyes.
Yeah, he's
I'm
seeing
just saying,
red.
if you want.
Okay. The archer is going to react. An arrow
Yeah, I'll
knocked
do that.
to her bow. So, makes an attack at Uthar. It's a critical hit. Oh my god.
Dang it. These archers are dicks.
They're very good
Uses
archers.
Archer's
So are you.
Eye.
Rooted them.
I'm
He's
a
going to
good
use
dick.
Archer's Eye on this. 21 points of damage, putting
Yeah, you
Uthar down.
Wait, hold on a second. Uthar's dead.
Dead?
Yeah, here I went half below my hit points. She just
That
fucking
true?
threw to garrot him.
That's gotta be.
She didn't need to put the Archer's Eye on it. I was very weak. I had very few hit points.
It's gotta be
Hold
more
up.
than that,
I'm
right?
gonna retcon that. I'm gonna retcon
If you go,
that.
if
so
yeah,
that
if
she
you go
doesn't have-
negative half your hit
Yeah.
points, you
No, it's
technically
not.
insta.
Hold
No,
up,
no,
Arcanine gave you a health potion. Uthar, I didn't see that. So before that
I
attack
did?
would, yeah, before that happened, Arcanine would have given you that.
Oh, you mean
so
just
hold up.
now? Okay.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna retcon that. She didn't need to use Archer's Eye.
Well, if
So-
I healed, then it won't matter.
Okay.
I only needed. I literally won. She hit it on point, like the exact amount to kill him. So if I had a health potion, then it's fine.
So,
I was really
What
actually
is
worried
that?
when I saw the crit. I was like, ooh, very solid chance she just took his heart, and he's dead.
2d4 healing. Before that happens, Uthar, you receive 9 points of healing.
Okay, so is it 7?
It's gotta
So that's-
exceed your
so-
maximum.
Yep, 21 points, or 12 points of damage instead, because it's reduced by 9 from healing, and you were at 7, you said?
I was at 7, yeah. So
Oh,
well,
that's-
when she hit me, I was at 16, I think. Yeah, 16. So 20. So I'm still down, but now I'm not.
Yes. Okay, you're
I'm
not,
not
dead.
insta. Yeah.
I realize I have lingering injuries. Don't. That takes us to the veteran. Veteran shouts out, "Everybody! Put your arms down! What is the meaning of this?" He's going to disengage. The wolf doesn't grab him. $25, $30. Get there. Erava, you're up.
All right. Ureva will look down at the ground where Uthar lies and then looks at Ramus and will just say, "We haven't traveled long with this man, but I've never seen this type of reaction from him. What is he to you? What is your relationship? Why does he hate you so?"
Pretty unfortunate that Uthar was not able to explain that because of his blinding rage.
Well, I was asking that to Ramus.
Oh yeah, but now he can say whatever the fuck he wants. The only person who knows went fucking crazy and then got capped. That's on him. He made that choice. Boy, I wish I had taken a spell.
And then she'll just say, "We're not going to fight you all unless we absolutely need to. But this situation needs explanation." And that'll be all.
Hey. Archer 3 has an arrow notched, trained on Erava, the other archer, waiting to see your movement. But nonetheless, seeing that you are not aggressive, Ramus is jumping back and hearing your words. He's looking around quick to see what you're all doing. You want to know? You should ask him. He's the one attacking me. He has his
Can you
whip.
read
He has his whip ready, kind of watching your guys' movements. Now, knowing that Uthar is down.
This team so hot.
But he
Emoc.
had to attack you for some reason.
So Bmoc's going to look at Promise, kind of tilt his head like a dog that's not understanding its master.
Oh, is one ear up and the other flopped?
But he can't do that.
I'm gonna
Promise,
pretend you can.
this person knows you somehow and doesn't care for you. You have done something to him in the past. And Bmoc's going to bend down and pick up the Furbog. And then he's going to look at the archer and go, You stay out of their fight. It is between these two. What you did was not fair. If you ever do that again, I will kill you. And he's going to start carrying him back towards the roadhouse.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a strength check real quick. The
Wait,
archer.
don't be Mock.
Yep. No worries.
Hopefully.
It's easy because you have
Yeah, he's got the powerful build.
yep, powerful.
And Uthar is a surprisingly small Furbog.
15. Yes.
I don't know why it did it at advantage. He's not raging anymore.
so-
You have exhaustion from reckless, or from your rage.
It rolled at advantage instead of disadvantage, so take the 11 instead of the 15.
Oh, because you're no longer raging. Gotcha.
So it should be 13.
13.
Yep.
Yeah, 13.
Still good enough, definitely.
Yeah.
So you bend down and pick this Furbog up. It is unconscious. Put it on your head, probably breaking the arrow shaft off or taking it out as you do so. The archer that you spoke to actually pays attention and puts her longbow over her shoulder and puts her arms out like, hey, I don't want no beef, man. They've spent enough time with you to know about your anger and that when you say things, you mean it. Ramus speaks up. It's just are the words I'm thinking. It's just a consequence of the past. I'm sure everybody here has them. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in this desolate land, and kind of like spits on the ground.
That's
you
not
say
an answer.
Okay, you want to move? I think you can move half speed while you're carrying someone. Viva.
Right, he'll dash.
Okay.
I guess there. He's moving diagonals, so whatever. His movement's 40, so
Yep. Kamna comes up, speaks up. Well, is this resolved? Can we go back inside now? She seems a little irritated. Arlen, looking at Vmot carrying Uthar, goes in. Okay, what's going on, friends? I have to admit, I'm very, very confused. Is he with us now? He's kind of like speaking softly, talking about Uthar. Like, is he with us, or like what's going on? That takes us back to the top of the order with Hawkeye. Anything in particular you want to do?
I want to make sure Uthar is okay.
He's being carried away to the roadhouse by this new massive Goliath.
So I guess healing. That's in range.
He's
can
50
move.
feet away.
You have legs still. You got this, girl.
Well, I'm just going to do the healing word.
He's 50 feet away.
Oh,
So you
the
would have
range
to
is
move up.
60 though.
Oh, it is. Okay. All right, 8 points of healing to Uthar. Uthar is no longer unconscious and wakes up above the ground moving in a little bit of an uncomfortable position, seeing this Goliath carrying you.
Over his shoulder, you know.
Yeah.
Anything
Wait, now,
else?
am I looking at butt or crotch? It's important.
I don't know how.
I
Which
would
way is he oriented?
I would say he's probably got him over, you know, typically, you know, how you would carry a drunk. You know, his legs are probably face forward. He's probably looking at my ass.
Okay.
Uthar,
Uthar, why did you attack this man?
Since he wouldn't, he's still groggy from that wake up, he probably wouldn't immediately go back to that, considering he's being carried. Looking down at the butt, he groggily says, "Don't let get away. Can I be put down, please? The arrow is still in spine."
Are you awake now?
Yes, I am awake.
Want to go attack him again? I will let you fight him if you wish.
Oh, then yes.
Very well.
He was prepared to tell a very bad lie, but he made that unnecessary.
he's like thinking in his mind, what can I say to get him to let me down? Oh,
And,
Yes,
and
I was listening, trying to come up with a good way where it didn't sound like
Then yes.
BMAC just drops him. He doesn't set him down like a child. He just literally throws him off his shoulder onto the ground.
okay. Uthar, make me an acrobatics check real quick.
Careful of that arrow in the spine.
Ooh,
Wow.
yes, you do not land prone. You are able to kind of catch yourself up, so you have full movement.
He like
Emoc
front
yells.
flipped and lands.
BMAC yells as loud as he can, "Allow this man to fight!"
If he fights, I don't know how much longer I could try to heal him. It is not my fight.
Anything else you want to do, Hawkeye?
Move away
Step back.
from this veteran. Because I don't want to be attacked by the veteran. And then I'll have the wolf move up.
Okay, as you try to move away, the veteran is going to try to grab you. An opportunity
Boy.
attack.
Why are you grabbing me?
He's
I'm
not attacking
attacking
you.
you.
He's making a grab against you. That would be...
A strength contest, usually.
Okay, Hawkeye, please make me either a strength or dexterity check as you try to move.
Dexterity. Oops. Would that just be like under abilities on the
Yep.
main page?
Yep. All right, you are able to nimbly dodge out of the way. He does not grab you.
Boy, why are you trying to grab me?
I said put a stop to this!
I tried! He's not gonna listen.
So you make the man that's unconscious, that's trying to attack us, you make him awake again.
Yeah, that was probably a bad idea, Hawkeye. We
Well,
should
yeah,
we should
that's so he doesn't
stabilize him.
die.
We can stabilize him without making him conscious again.
Oh.
It would
Yeah,
have been a
that's my
smoother
bad
way
then.
for this to
I'm
go
not gonna
down.
do it again.
She says, okay, Furbog, if you go down again,
Like-
it's on you.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like Freddy at this point is just he's got his arms crossed, just like just like nonchalantly saying that to Hawkeye, just knowing that this is gonna go poorly again.
I'm not gonna heal him if he goes down again. I'll tell you that. You have my word on that.
Okay. Enough time has passed. Uthar, you have initiative.
Okay. Unfortunately, this is gonna be okay. I can do it. So I was saving this for later, but instead, I turn invisible,
Ooh.
Oh.
and I'll have to use my cunning action to get enough move to run over to roughly here to get my sword, and then because I'm invisible, I'll have advantage on this attack, and do what exactly you would expect me to do. I
DMOC's like,
said what I was gonna do.
Emoc, where'd he go?
"What? That is not fair."
That is a hit.
And I get sneak attack on Dissen because I'm invisible.
Yes, so you see the Furbog disappear and reappear right in front of Ramos Grick,
This should.
stabbing out
Without
with
those
his short
weird
sword.
little friggin' icon to start the. Okay, it rolled.
13 points of damage as the short sword stabs, cutting into Ramos Grick, who cries out, "Ah! This man off me!"
Nope. I'm just gonna watch.
No one interfere.
And those are my actions.
All right, Emoc, please roll me an intimidate check.
That one archer number 4 already learned her lesson, I think.
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting for VMOX to intimidate.
Oh yeah, that's intimidating.
Ooh,
all
that's
the rest
scary.
of them, even the veteran, are all kind of they have their weapons at the ready. Well, Archer 4 doesn't. Archer 4 has learned their lesson. She's kind of doing the same as Freddy, arms crossed. All the rest of them have their weapons at the ready, but are starting to slowly lower them. And you can see the apprehension on their faces, but nonetheless, they do not seem to be ready to act aggressively. Freddy, you have initiative.
This is clearly a shoot first, ask questions later type of deal. We'll stabilize who's ever remaining and get to the bottom of this after their little duel. Everyone else just stand back.
I'll agree to that.
Okay, Archer 4 moves out from behind the tree, just stands there. The veteran takes a step back and kind of looks at you, Ireva, to see what you're doing. Ireva, you have initiative.
Does Archer 3 still have her bow aimed at Ireva?
No,
Or is she still like watching Ireva?
she has lowered it. She still has the longbow in hand, but it's one of those things where it's kind of like at the ground, and she doesn't have the arrow pulled back.
Okay, so Ireva is like going to pointedly look at the veteran as he goes right next to her, and then she's going to look at Archer 3, making eye contact, and she is going to first, like, she still has her bow in hand and everything, right?
Yes.
Okay, so she is going to like pointedly, like making the eye contact, like put her bow completely away behind her, and then put the arrow back in its quiver. And then she's gonna put her hands up and just like, I'm out of this. And then she is also going to just kind of give the two fighting just a little bit. She's gonna stand like really close to the horse butt, and she's just gonna kind of put her hand on the horse's hindquarters, like look at Freddy, nod, and then that's it.
Okay.
Watch
Archer
out for horse
3
farts.
Well, you'd get the horse
Dangerous
parts.
horse apples.
Archer 3 also, she extends her arms with the longbow in hand and kind of does a half curtsy, and then slings it on her shoulder and goes to stand 15, 25, 30 next to Archer companion, taking us to Ramos Grick. Ah! Ah, damn you all! He is going to stab out with his dagger twice as
I wanted to-
multi-attack.
I want to do cutting words or something so bad.
Uthar dodges the first dagger attack. Second dagger is blocked by his armor,
Ooh.
Didn't have the cutting.
and he is going to
Actually hit me
use
for that,
a
damn it.
bonus action to disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Run, Ramos, run!
30. Emoc, help me!
No, you have drawn the ire of this man.
Ah, Goliaths. All right, Emoc, you have initiative. I was about to say advantage, but I meant initiative. Too early.
You
Emoc
got get
is,
advantage.
VMOC is leaning against his glaive, you know, and he's laughing and pointing and almost he's like enjoying a baseball game. Go, little furball, get him!
Right.
He just likes the sport of it all.
It's a competition.
Hawkeye.
I am going to fold. I'm going to pet Renard. That's what I'm going to do.
Right.
Just continue.
I
to
just hear
watch.
Renard pop out. Ha ha!
Aha!
Oh!
What is going on here?
Duel!
Yeah, just for fun. Just for fun.
I just
for,
imagine like a little fox head poking out of her, one of the folds in her clothes.
One of my
yeah,
favorite things
just
to
for
picture.
flavor.
Fox head on one side and a little bird beak on the other.
Yeah, just for flavor, I'm gonna talk to him.
All right.
Well, this is a
Did you use the
situation.
spell slot?
Well, no, I used my Fey Touch to speak
Oh,
with
okay.
animals. I wouldn't waste a spell slot for that. Hello,
Oh,
how y'all doing?
ah, my. That one is a suave one. I hope he wins.
Are we placing bets now?
Ooh, betting. I love that. What are you betting?
I'll bet one shiny. AKA like a piece of gold.
I'll bet my bell. One shine.
No,
Oh.
you can keep your shiny.
Ah, but that one is so suave. He is sure to win. Talking about Ramus.
Oh. No, I think the other one's gonna win. I think the Furbolg's gonna win.
We will see. We will see.
If you win, I'll give you my shiny.
You.
Greg, what about you?
Well, I've only ever spent time with a Furbolg. I think he's got to win. Ramus obviously has done something. Probably stole his nest, stole all of his eggs or something.
I mean, that would make sense.
Yes.
Egg stealers.
And then since Ureva is like right next to me, I'll put Greg on her little shoulder. Here, you'll have a better view from here.
Upon
yes,
feeling
yes.
like Greg on Ireva's shoulder, she like turns and sees that it's him and like lights up and just kind of gives him a little like neck scritch.
Oh, I like this one. This one's really nice. Really nice. It gives the best scratches.
He said he likes you, that you're the best because you give him neck scratches.
He's like,
He does that thing where he like extends his neck and like shakes it. You're scratching him.
And then I'll put Renard on my shoulder so he could get a better view too.
Okay.
And then that's my turn.
Okay. Is Speak with Animals a concentration spell?
I think so.
No, it doesn't say it.
No, it's
It
just
just says-
it just has a 10-minute duration.
Yeah. I don't know what Wolf wants to do, but
Okay, Uthar, you're up.
Alright, so I'll probably 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I'll have to use my bonus action cunning action to dash to get down there. Going a long way, but getting there. And on my way over, you all hear Greg, of course you would run again, you coward! And take that away. That's a bad swing.
Dodged.
But I'm out of spells, so that's gonna do it.
Okay. Are you sure we can't talk about this? Ready,
Well, when
you're
you're a
up.
dead body, we will.
Ready, you're up.
he's muted. You're muted.
Thank you. Freddy will move a little closer to get a better vantage point of what's going on. And
Move a
then,
little closer.
end his turn.
Okay.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Ureva, anything?
She's also, yeah, she's just gonna kind of like look at Hawkeye and nod and like take Greg and like keep scritching him and just kind of like gently sidle over this way just to kind of keep watching. Actually, I went like 5 feet too far, so I'll move right there.
Okay.
Just to kind of keep an eye on it. Bow still put away.
All right, Ramos Grick. Going to make 2 dagger attacks again. First one is a hit.
Whoa.
He's going to take 16 lightning. He can do his damage, but then he's going to take 16 lightning damage
Right,
as
go
like
ahead.
Destructive Wrath and Wrath of the Storm. So he gets blasted by the lightning bolt in response to this stab. Ooh, I got 1 HP left after that stab. How much does he have after he eats 16?
Ramos Grick goes down.
Oh.
Perfect. So yeah, he sticks a blade in me, and then the lightning arcs out of my open wound and right into his chest. If we're not going to continue in order, I am going to cast Spare the Dying on him as quickly as possible.
Okay.
So it's up to you whether or not we're still in order.
we-
I'll do that
we
on my
will be-
turn or not.
He will definitely be out of.
Okay.
See, I told
so
you he would win.
After the lightning bolt strike, after the stabbing, he takes a second and kind of drops down, and you see some energy flow out of him, and Ramos is kept stable and alive for the time being.
Okay.
And after a big sigh, he leans down and grabs him by the wrist and starts to drag him off in, I guess, where was I hiding in the bushes earlier? I guess it was out like
You were kind of like over here, yeah.
Yeah, he's taking him back to where his hiding spot was for a minute. As he passes Emoc, he looks over and says, I appreciate you giving me this chance, but this one is mine. And he's dragging him out into the bushes.
What do you plan on doing with him?
I will have words with him before he dies.
I
Okay.
can't just let you in good conscience drag him off, Uthar.
If
We
you
need to
try
know what's
stop
going
me,
on first.
The,
I will
the,
fight back.
the
This is
veteran
mine.
also comes up and he says, hold up, hold up, hold up. Honorable combat, all is good and well, but you need to tell us what exactly is going on. What is your issue with this man? He has
This
been
man
a
is
vital part of our team, keeping all of us safe as well. We're not gonna just let you do with him as you will.
Hang on. Holding his open wound, Uthar says, this man is slaver. He is pirate. He is scum. Before he dies, he will answer my questions. This is nothing to do with any of you. Stay out of my way, or I will appoint him to stop you. He's clearly pretty. I literally have 1 HP, so he's pretty groggy.
Uthar, none of us here, I think, are fans of slavers. If what you say is true, then that man will face punishment for his crime. But you can't just
agree.
drag him off into the bush and put a knife in him.
No, I will wake him up and question him, and then I will put a knife in him. Depending on his answers, this will come quickly or very slow. I guess technically I'd be like on this side of him. Let's say I'm on that side, because I did start
Yeah.
dragging him by the wrist.
Yep.
Uthar, you are not judge, jury, and executioner. None of us are.
Who are you
This
to
needs-
judge me?
I'm
Look
not.
at your pockets full of your blood money and your stolen trinkets. Those came off the bodies of dead people, and you jump on them like pack of wild dogs. You have no way to judge me. This man is monster, and he will die and be buried in woods.
Uthar, please make a persuasion check.
Not great at that. though, is the thing. Yeah, I'm not great at that.
All right, the veteran and the others are standing to block your path, and they still have hands on weapons. Veteran speaks up. What you say is true, then he will have words. But up here in the north, the far reaches, every man, every able body is needed. You will not dispose of him.
This is monster who will betray you as quickly as he betrays his whole crew. Left them for dead, snuck away.
He has yet to betray us. Everybody has their past in the north.
And his is one of murder and kidnap and slavery. He will suffer this.
Holds up his sword and points it. He holds up his sword and points it at you.
Draw out my sword weakly.
Okay.
And turn to him and say, "Please move."
He holds up his sword and points it at you. And says, "You don't look like you're much in shape to be battling much longer. I tell you, we can get to the bottom of this, but I know him. I don't know you."
You do not know him.
Uthar, please see reason. If what you say is true, then perhaps his punishment will be whatever you decide it to be.
There is no perhaps. You can kill me and save a slaver, or you can allow me to do my work.
Emoc steps up there, and he looks at the veteran, and he says, "I don't know this little Furbog very much, but I don't know this Ramus that well either. But he has lied to Emoc. If what you say your name Uthar?
This is what they made me called.
Do you have other name?"
I did, but after 16 years of slavery, I have forgot it.
Emoc call you Uthar then, yes?
This is what everyone calls me, yes.
Is that what you want to be called?
It is only thing I know to answer.
Well, then you are Uthar. I am Emoc.
I appreciate you sticking your neck out to allow me to take this man down. I do not wish you to get in fight with your friends. This
Emoc don't have any friends.
It is incredibly sad.
It's not sad. It is what it is. And then he turns back to the veteran. Slavery cannot be. Nowhere. Anywhere. Cannot happen. Those who hold slaves must die.
You would have made good crew member. You are first mate material.
I don't understand what that is.
It's boats, don't worry.
I just think of like Emoc hearing mate and thinking literal like
You're his bottom pitch at that point if you're taking it too literal.
First mate.
Uthar has questions that must be answered, and he will get questions answered.
The veteran speaks up. Emoc, you've seen Ramus. He has no slaves up here. Whatever he did in his past is erased. It's erased for all of us.
Your past can never be erased.
Up here
What
in
you
the
have
north.
done in the past will follow you always.
I think we are all forgetting something here. None of us is in charge of this roadhouse. I think this needs to be taken to the post to Ardred.
You would take it to a man who looks only to slave others.
Emoc looks at Freddy and goes,
I look at Uthar very confused.
Wait, was Ardren... Which guy was Ardren?
Ardred,
The captain guard.
Ardred's the captain.
Just the guy who was trying to fucking tie us to a wall and whip us. I got him right. Uthar thinks of him as a slaver too.
And the veteran speaks up. Ardred, what do you mean?
Oh, as
Bog
Vera,
Luck's in
that was the-
charge.
Okay.
Oglic's dead.
Freddy nods at Ureva, or not Ureva, Hawkeye, like what she said.
Dead. What the hell
Yeah,
happened?
Well,
That's
you
why
came
we
here
need
a
to
little
go
late for
inside.
that.
He says, all
There
right, all
may
right,
or
all
may
right.
not have been a fight.
He says, all right. Let's all just go into the roadhouse and figure this out.
Agreed.
Y'all's got some explaining to do.
You can go inside. You may have your talk. I will speak with him alone.
He holds his sword out and says, either you move that body inside, or we'll be moving 2 of them inside, and you will not see the light again this day.
Emoc knocks the sword away. Don't point that at him again.
Okay, Emoc, please make me an attack.
Okay. On the captain? On the veteran?
On the veteran, just to see if your strike hits true, and then you can knock his sword out. This isn't like an attack, but okay, the veteran is able to parry your attack. Everybody, roll initiative again.
All right. We're resetting, or are we just keeping our? Or are we going back into combat?
Resetting. So I'll roll it because I can do them all at once.
No, I rolled mine.
Already rolled.
And I forgot how to without the prompt.
First page, right at the top.
Okay, Archer 1 is way back at the roadhouse.
Oh, I want the initiative I rolled. That's terrible.
Archer 4 is going to take up her longbow once more. She's going to notch an arrow and hold it out to ready an action against Emoc and says, Emoc, enough of this.
Isn't she intimidated?
Well, from before, but now different conditions have came on the board. Okay, Hawkeye, you're
She's
up.
rallying her courage.
She's still scared of him because,
She should be more scared now. She's in striking distance.
She didn't attack. She just held up her longbow. All right,
Yeah,
Hawkeye, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, I don't really have any spells left. So I guess I'll walk around the horse to about there. The wolf will follow me, and then I'm like, aye, enough of this. We all don't need to be fighting. But I think the Furbog has something against this Ramus since he's a slaver, and we know that slavery is not good. And then
Slavery bad.
that's my turn. I don't know the wolf speed, but if it could get like to here, then it would be
like
fine.
a 50. Pretty high.
As close to there as possible.
Yep.
And then it will just like growl at the veteran, but not attack.
Wolf. 5 and 30 to right there. You want it to move to that space, or do you want it to make an attack?
I don't want it to attack yet, just growl at the veteran, but it will like hold its action. Like if it gets attacked, it will definitely attack back.
Well, that wouldn't work because you have to give them commands on your turn, and it's either attack or.
Yeah,
We
it will
can't-
just move there.
Okay.
And like growl.
We go to Ireva.
Ireva, eyeing up the other 2 archers. She's not gonna pull out her weapon. She's gonna move here, then here.
Kill Jamna.
and-
Stab Jamna.
I never trusted you.
All right, she is going to move next to Hawkeye, like kind of by her other comrade, so she can see what's going on. But just kind of for now,
survey it.
Okay. Jamna moves up to Freddy, and she holds out a ring of keys just for you to see, Freddy, and she says, put a stop to this now. We need to get into that roadhouse, and this is sure to make sure that we never get inside. Uthar, what are you doing?
He looks over at Emoc, who's standing up for him, and says, You may not have friends, but you have many brothers in arms. And not that I think it will matter, but he's going to swing on veteran, but non-lethal. I don't think it will do enough damage, but it is very clearly meant to not kill him.
Okay.
If it even hits. It was a 20
That
for
is
a really
a
long
miss.
time. It's a sloppy swing, what with the blood loss and all.
Yeah.
Right.
Blood dripping into his eyes. He can't even see.
Tears
Yeah.
in his eyes. Cinderella story.
I mean, I guess nah. I was gonna say I could just start taking the body because of my speed and powerful build, but I think actually at this point he would stand by what he considers to be a crewmate and be willing to die right there with him. Unfortunate for Emoc that he's hooked up with a suicidal maniac, but
Emoc, you have received initiative.
Emoc is going to attempt to grapple the veteran.
Okay. Tested checks.
we got on the right side of this fight, but on the wrong side of the rolls.
Oh, damn. You failed to grapple.
Emoc does not want to kill you or hurt you.
Then back off, brute! All right, Archer 3. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's going to notch an arrow training on you, Uthar. Waiting for a held action. Carlin is...
We know what he's going to do.
yeah,
He's going to wuss out and throw down his weapons. I'm not doing anything!
No, he moves over and he's like, guys, can anybody explain any of this to me? I have no idea what's going on. Freddy, you're up.
very clueless.
Oh, you didn't know? Carlin's an idiot.
Yeah.
Freddy's going to blame Ondar again.
Freddy is gonna move there.
If Ondor was alive right now, none of this would be
Freddy's
happening.
gonna blame Ondar again. Oh,
To be fair, if Onda was alive, there's a very good chance none of this would be happening because Uthar wouldn't be mad at all of you and would have listened to more reason. So, gonna maintain that Ondar's death is the cause of all of our current problems.
that's what made Derayla turn a little bit.
Freddy is going. Yeah, Freddy is going to say.
Beautiful bastard was exactly what we needed to stay together.
Freddy is going to say, "Sorry, Uthar, but this has to be done," and try to punch him just enough to knock him out.
Okay, Freddy walks over and just socks Uthar in the side of the head. Please make me an unarmed attack.
Honestly, I don't know how to do that.
It's just your dex and proficiency, so
Yep.
I mean it would be the same as like a sword
Yeah,
attack,
it would
as long
be
as
the
the sword's
same.
not +1. You just roll.
The sword isn't
The
+1,
dagger.
so
Right.
yeah.
You don't roll damage though. You do your strength modifier
But
Oh,
it
snap.
is blocked.
to a minimum of 1. I should specify because some of us have negative strengths, and you don't do healing punches.
So I'm going to try an offhand attack with my other fist.
All right.
I don't
So,
get my proficiency with that, so that's
nope.
a
Plus 3.
just a +2. My dexterity is 14.
Oh,
Right?
Oh yeah, the +3 is your proficiency bonus. Yes, +2. 13
Nope.
is insufficient. A jab and a punch goes wide.
Just in the shoulder.
Freddy's not good at punching.
You're shaking your hands afterwards. God damn it, that hurt. This is why nobody punches.
He does a limp wrist thing.
Yeah. He just starts slapping Uthar like in the back. Stop.
Stop it! You don't close your wrist, or you don't close your fist good enough, so you really hear that wrist pop, and you just.
He's a puncher that tucks his thumb into his hand.
Anyway, can I continue my turn?
Can you what?
Continue my turn.
Yes.
All right. So after the 2 punches fails, again, sorry Uthar, but this has to end, and we have to get inside now.
All
I thought
right.
you were gonna
The
do some
veteran
bonus
is
action or something.
the veteran is going to use the pommel of his blade and try to smack Uthar. That is a hit. This is non-lethal damage.
All right. Well, first he's gonna take. Oh no, I'm sorry. I get to do that.
Oh, let
Why didn't
me.
that work?
Because you're down and unconscious. Okay, so
Oh yeah, because
Okay,
it
go ahead.
technically happens as it does. I just need him to do a dex save.
Dexter, go ahead, hit it, because I got it.
okay.
I got it.
You got it?
Working now. Yep. Here
There
you
we
go.
go.
Wrath of the Storm. He fails.
All right, so he will take. It'll be a thunderous blast as he whacks me. Just explodes out, dealing only
6 points
damage.
of damage to the veteran.
It doesn't get you, Emoc. You're good.
He still kind of freaks him out.
It is probably pretty jarring.
Right.
right,
Uthar's
as soon-
body falls limp on the ground, and the veteran says, "All right, it's done. It's done." He holds out his longsword. That he is not aggressive, and he's looking at you, Emoc.
So Freddy, you see take a stance you haven't really seen before. It's very commanding, almost noble-esque, and he points over at Hawkeye, and then says, "Hawkeye, stabilize." What's his name? Grick.
Non-lethal. I'm not. They're everybody's stable.
Grick.
Grick
cast
is
Spare
not
the Dying
stable.
on him.
Oh, I thought Grick was dying.
Oh yeah, he
No,
is.
I cast Spare the Dying on him specifically because I wanted to torture him.
Yep, that's right.
That's
So
right.
Grick is
I was
stable.
keeping him alive. That was going to be a very big part of the torture. Is I can keep him alive for a very long time.
That is true.
stabilized.
All right, so
Betrayed by
scratch that
Freddy.
scratch that first statement. Emoc, would you please carry Grick inside? I have Uthar. We'll tie them both up and we'll get this squared away.
Oh, Uthar's not gonna like that.
Emoc looks at Freddy. Who are you? Are you the leader of this group?
Right
He
now,
thinks he is.
apparently, I'm the only one with some goddamn sense around here.
Kind of Rava. Thanks you.
We are not in initiative order anymore.
He thinks
gonna
he's in
take,
charge.
Yeah, Uthar's gonna grab Uthar by the collar and start dragging him in.
Grabs Ramus by his ankle and drags him across the ground.
And Ireva is following, but she's being uncharacteristically, for the last few days, silent.
Hawkeye will look at you, Raven. Hey, you okay?
Ireva will just look at her and give a almost sheepish nod and just continue.
You don't
Hawkeye.
look
No,
like
you're not.
Hawkeye, please make me a strength check.
Strength.
Yeah, you're in the water.
Oh.
Ureva as well.
So am I. I didn't mean to. Okay, can I just cancel that? That was just me being a dumb.
All right,
Hawkeye will
Hawkeye,
swim.
you go up to probably your chest in water. A little bit difficult to move in these swampy waters. But you are not having troubles.
I'm dragging Uthar with me.
I'm technically walking right along the bank of it. Is what I'm trying to do now.
Hawkeye's going to stop her. Hey, you could talk to me if you need to. I mean, we've been through a lot of shit together.
And Ireva will say, "Trust me, I know you mean well, and I appreciate that, but sometimes you just need to think."
I'm
And
going
that's
to
all she's going to
insight
say.
that.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, I'm gonna insight that.
Insight what?
What she's saying.
I mean, this is role play. I didn't tell Ryan anything.
I know, but like just so
Go ahead,
Hawkeye
roll
knows.
insight.
Hawkeye knows better. Come on. What is going on? I mean, we could talk without people around, but what's going on?
Okay, Hawkeye, you get the sense that Ireva is only being honest, is not being deceptive in it.
Like, we've been traveling for months together. What's going on? It doesn't seem like yourself.
Ireva will look Hawkeye dead in the eyes, as she rarely does, and will just say, Hawkeye, please, just leave it be. There are some things that one has to figure out on their own, and there are reflections that one has to do for themselves. I promise you, I am okay. You have my word.
But I can help you. I mean, we all are in this together.
Please,
Greg will
Hawkeye.
help you. I mean, Greg's here too.
And that is appreciated, but at this time, there's been many things in my experience lately that are new to me, and I just need to figure them out.
I mean,
If-
this whole thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I should say, if I truly cannot find a way to figure them out on my own, you are one of the people I would come to. However, I just need to be on this. I am okay. And Ireva will continue on. towards the
Hawkeye will
warehouse.
go like side by side, and then before entering, you're my friend, right? I mean, I don't really have friends. Nobody else here. I've never really had a friend besides animals, but I don't want to see you down. I can tell something's on your mind, but just know that I'm here. And then
And with that,
Sure.
since Hawkeye keeps pushing, she'll kind of look at Hawkeye, and her response will be, the other day you were ready to write me off because I did not want to contribute to a lie to the rest of our party.
But then we had our huge fight, and I mean, I had a choice to save you or not to save you. I don't think dying is in the best of nature over deceitfulness.
And I appreciate you saving my life. But that does not erase the memories of everything. I simply need some time.
And
she'll just
then-
continue on.
Yeah, Hawkeye will just be like, get to a corner by yourself. If there is a corner. Thinking about what Ureva said.
You guys should be able to open and close those doorways. All you gotta do is hover over.
Oh,
All right.
Ooh.
So, walk in to see many of the figures kind of just loafing around, off in their own whatnot, leaning up against. front. Right, as the veteran walks in, followed by his archers as part of the guard. Domna is inside, Arlen as well. Ardred speaks up. Oh, Kevin, good you finally made it back. What's going on? What's with Ramis? Veteran speaks up. Well, we've got a bit of a predicament. It appears that these two have a quarrel they're trying to settle. That one's claiming that one's a slaver, put him in enslavement, and pretty much wants him dead. Ardred sighs a long sigh at this. Who's this one now? And he's pointing at Uthar right now. Uthar was not in with you guys before he took off.
Yeah, but he met me. I was one of the ones who was refusing to be whipped and right up in his face about it.
Yeah, that's true.
And he was a part of the caravan the whole time. Ardred would know him.
Yeah.
Okay, so
only
Ardred,
the people who were just inside wouldn't, though.
Oh, so this one wants to make it back just in time to cause trouble again, huh? Thought I told you guys I didn't want any more trouble.
You know, I really tried my best, but apparently things just got more complicated. So now we get to have ourselves something of a trial, apparently.
Trial? Trial for what?
Well,
the accusation of one man?
This one points over at Grick, for apparently slavery. Possibly genocide.
Genocide? Those are bold claims. Is there any evidence? Is there any reason we should go through with the trial? If you haven't noticed, we're in a dire predicament. You yourself say that the cult is outside, ready to kill us all.
Agreed. But this Furbog is a valuable ally, and I know Remus is too. I'd like to spare both of their lives somehow.
Did you see how Remus ran? He's a scaredy cat.
Yeah.
Hawkeye laughs and then we'll move
Emoc.
over towards Emoc.
Yeah, Freddy will chuckle a little bit. Yeah, that's true. But he's a part of your crew, isn't it? We need all the men we can get.
That's very true. Remus has been nothing but an asset. I will not part with him lightly, giving him good gold for his time.
Oh, he will die quickly in a true fight. You know this to be true. You have not been up here very long.
He looks over.
He's talking to Ardred.
Yeah, he looks over to this Goliath for never having met him before. And who are you, sir?
I am Emoc.
Is
Emoc
Ardred
Falcon Tracker.
Emoc, I assume you're new around here. But I have been up here in the north, tending to these lands, leading these god parties longer than you've been here.
I am from here. My tribe lives in these mountains that hover above this puny little camp.
Yes, my point exactly. The mountains. You are in the swamp now.
And you downlanders think that you know so much. You know nothing.
I think it's harder to live in the mountains than a swamp.
This man Remus tried to be my friend, and he was not mean to Emoc. He treated Emoc with some respect, but it was simply to keep him alive, because he hid behind Emoc whenever the swamp creatures came around.
He says, well, of course he would. He's not as big as you, is he?
No,
Just scared.
It's called fighting smarter.
it is
No, he
called
ran
being,
away from fights.
It is called being a coward. It is called hiding behind the big gray man. this little Furbog stood up to Ramus because Ramus did something treacherous to him, like the giants did to the Goliath. He tried to enslave him, and this Furbog sought him out.
So
Right.
he says.
Well, the anger and the venom in his eye leads Emoc to believe that Uthar speaks true.
Aye, Emoc, I would second that notion.
I guess I'll third it.
I have
Aldred,
known Uthar to be a rather sensible man on the caravan. His actions, as of the last few minutes, were not like his character. Clearly, this man, as Freddy points over towards Grick, has done something quite terrible against him.
And even at our camps, he was saying how he was after one man and one man alone. And that's
The
the man
man-
who enslaved him and killed his tribe.
And that's where the genocide comes in that I mentioned earlier. If this man truly did leave an entire clan of Furbog to die, he is not someone you want in your company.
The man had a rage of hatred in his eyes that I've seen few times in my lifetime.
Ardred's kind of like rubbing his temple, just tired and done of this. He's like, all right, fine. You all want to have a trial? Go ahead and have a trial. But I tell you right now, we need every man we can get. So if you're
Emoc
thinking...
thinks the best. You listen, little man. Emoc thinks the best trial is the trial by fight. You let everyone rest, everyone get their full strength, and then let Uthar and Ramus have a full fight with all their resources here in the middle of this pit. We have a nice fighting pit right here. Tomorrow, no interference from archers, and he points at the archers. No interference from you. In the morrow, when the sun rises.
And since there's no proof either way and we can't have either one of them cutting each other's throats as we're trying to get things accomplished around here, I think Emoc actually might be making some sense.
And one of them has to go.
All right, I need somebody to roll me a persuasion check with Ed.
Freddy.
I will attempt it.
Okay. Ardred just shakes his head. I don't have time for this. You guys wish to have a trial by combat, then you know what? So be it. Walks off.
Hawkeye will whisper to Emoc, somebody was having a little hissy fit.
I think Furbog was true in his desire to kill Ramus, but he wanted him first for some reason, and Emoc would like to find out why.
As would I.
Oh, I don't think we had introductions. I'm Hawkeye. And then this is Greg, and this is Renard.
You have animals in your clothes.
Yes. Well, this one's on her shoulder. This one's on my shoulder.
Oh.
I was gonna say, do I still have Greg?
Yeah, you still have Greg.
Ureva will kind of gently but like carefully like lean her shoulder with Greg to like display him and like look at him with love.
And as I'm sure you've heard,
He doesn't want to look like he's scared of her, but he kind of like like backs away a little bit, but like.
And Ureva will notice this and will look, calmly at Emoc and say, "I'm sorry. Have I, or not? I'm sorry. And just say, have I offended you?"
Your entire existence is offensive.
Kind of, you know? I mean, you know.
What should I say? Well, you seem uncomfortable with me, so if I can ease that, let me know. Otherwise, I'll.
No,
Ureva, please make me a nature check.
Can I give her guidance on this?
No, it's just her base knowledge. Okay, so you know of Goliaths, though you have never encountered one yourself. You know the very basics that people know of. Mountain nomadic wanderers that are very powerful and strong, extremely, extremely competitive.
Okay.
You know, the common thought towards encountering Goliaths is be very wary and give them a wide berth, quite a bit of distance. Never know what they're gonna do.
All right.
Freddy holds out his hand and says, "Well met, Goliath."
He looks at your hand and he grips you up near your elbow.
Emoc,
Gives a
not
handshake.
Emoc, yeah. Freddy replies in kind, as strong as he can.
And Ureva will stand her ground, but kind of just relax a little bit more and kind of keep a casual eye on him.
So after the greetings, he will walk over and pick up the Furbog and find a soft place to place him and hover above him like a mother hen.
Okay, so there are many rooms that you should be able to see.
Yep, he'll find one and put him in it.
Also, while you guys were talking, you hear in the background the veteran, "All right, close up the doors," and move around. Seems like we're gonna have a trial by combat tomorrow, huh? And there's a few people that seem a little bit excited, and others that seem quite anxious. All kind of different room right now, for it is dusk.
I'm here, Furbog.
Guess Rick is just gonna lay on the floor.
Yeah, he don't care about him no more.
Nobody cares.
Just flavor.
Before we do a long rest, I want to do something. I'm going to use my last spell slot to do speak with animals again.
Okay.
Just check in with the animal buddies.
Yeah.
We got fireballed, but they're still alive.
Reynard seems a little sheepish.
They're alive because they don't serve any gameplay function, otherwise they would definitely be dead.
I told you the Furbog would win.
Oh, so this is just a
yes,
shit talk.
Apparently he has not quite won yet. He wouldn't understand. Says, yes, if I'm being honest, I was kind of hoping you forgot.
No, why would I forget? A
Ooh,
bet's
there's
a
a
bet.
candle.
I mean, they are actually fighting tomorrow.
Oh, they
So
are.
the bet's, I guess, still
So he has not
on.
won yet?
I mean, he won, but then there's another one, like a rematch, if that makes sense.
Ooh, interesting. So I get to keep my
So-
shiny?
Yeah, you get to keep your shiny.
Yes. He twinkles a little, playing with it.
And then like, while Ureva's still close, so she'll hear it like dingle. Because it's on a little string, like a little collar.
And
What?
hearing the bell do some extra jingling, she'll kind of peek over.
Freddy would
She
like to be
sees
there
him
whenever
knock
Uthar
it.
wakes up.
Freddy wants to what?
Be there whenever Uthar wakes up.
Okay.
I think after an hour, you would wake. I think it's an hour for unconscious to.
Yeah.
It's usually an hour. Everything's an hour or a minute or 10 minutes.
True.
Jamna comes
Greg, what
in.
about you?
Jamna comes in by you, Freddy.
Greg, what did you think of the fight?
Oh, I didn't watch. I don't much like fights. I usually bury my head and hide in your hood.
I mean, that's true. You were on your Rava's shoulder, though.
Yes, I didn't watch. Too anxious for me.
Oh, you have anxiety.
And Ireva doesn't understand, obviously, their communication, but
Yeah.
feels Greg kind of pacing a little bit, like moving and everything, and just
Yeah.
and automatically reaches up and scritches his neck again.
He's a little high strung. All you hear is the chirps.
Yeah, so she just kind of continues like scritching his neck and like petting him a little bit.
He said he was anxious. He doesn't like fights.
Yes. The bird's very definition is the flight option.
Literally. Unless you're a penguin. But this one was happy that he got to keep it shiny. And then I'll whisper to Ureva, like, do the hand signal thing. Where she, like, covers half of her mouth and, like, looks at Greg, not Greg, looks at Renard and then back at her. I was gonna let him keep it anyways.
Well, Fox seems like a proud creature.
Yeah, he was kind of
So-
upset that he would have to lose his shiny, but I told him that there's the fight tomorrow, so the bet's still on. But I'm still not gonna take the shiny.
Well, for his pride, perhaps you do, but then pick another simpler bet that he can re-earn his shiny. Those who have pride, if it's simple enough, let them keep it.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll here. How about this? I'll give him this shiny, which is like a piece of gold. So if he loses it, he basically loses nothing because he gets to keep his actual shiny.
And Ireva will say, besides, he's such a handsome fox. He should be proud of that. And she'll kind of scratch underneath Renard's chin.
He extends
Yeah, I
his
feel like
neck
it would
and
be like,
closes his
"Ah,
eyes.
yes, I am."
Yes, this one has a great.
And then she nods, and then, well, I better get sleeping. We could share a room like we normally do, unless you want your own room. As she knows, like, the tensions are kind of still high.
To go check in with Freddy and Uthar and make sure all is well, and then I will join you.
She
There's no need to
nods,
keep
and then,
watches tonight, so.
yeah. Greg will stay on her shoulder if she wants Greg, and then I'll put Renard on my shoulder as I find some sort of room. I don't see rooms yet. I think this is
Right.
one.
And then when Hawkeye leaves, Ireva will calmly approach the room where she saw Freddy and Jamna and Uthar and Emoc go, and she'll walk in and just calmly walk in to not disrupt anyone and say, is everything all right in here for the evening?
Freddy is looking clearly remorseful. He's like sitting with his back up against the wall, arms like on his knees, and is not saying anything right now.
Uthar snoring loudly.
Right? And Ireva will just, seeing Freddy, will say, Freddy, I'm sorry to disturb you. Do you have a moment?
How much longer do you think he'll be out?
Uthar, it's probably been like 30 minutes. He's got 30 minutes.
I got about 30 minutes. He stands up and walks out with you.
Alright. She kind of walks. Oh, I keep trying to click the open thing. Right here.
Jamna sidles out as well. kind of just standing there, waiting.
Is she following us?
Gee, what makes you think that?
Okay.
Yeah,
Can I roll
kinda,
something to check if she's following us or just happens to go the same way?
Go ahead and roll insight.
Okay.
Seems like she's got something on her mind. She's waiting for the opportune time, kind of making it very noticeable that she's right by you guys.
All right, and Ureva will look at Freddy and then turn to Jamna and just say, "Can we help you with something?"
Oh, yes, actually, you can. I don't know if you guys remember, but we're here for a very specific reason, and nothing but getting distracted.
You know, Jamna, I've been thinking the same thing, and it's been giving me quite a migraine. But unfortunately, we can't chase after the cultists with only, like Freddy counts like obviously on his fingers, like mockingly, 3 members that are willing to follow us. We need more people.
She kind of smiles a little bit and says,
Yes, I suppose that's one way to look at it.
So
she
unfortunately,
seems
yes.
kind of cocky right now.
So unfortunately, yes, we will have to be a little sidetracked for the moment. We'll get on the road as soon as possible.
Oh, I don't think we should have to hit the road.
What do you mean? The cultists surely just left their dregs behind us to slow us up, and the rest of the important ones moved on.
I suppose you're right.
Or
then
do you think the
she-
gold outside is valuable enough for them to try to attack us again and again?
Oh, I'm sure you have the mix of everything, Freddy. You usually do. She kind of pats the side of her coat, I guess you could call it. Well, you go take some rest. I'll see you in the morning.
Opens a door. One last look back at you with a smile and a wink,
Oh dear.
Ooh.
and then goes inside. No, not
Bossy.
like that.
Oh!
Not like that. It was directed at both of you, Ireva and Freddy. Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
You remember which session this is, Ryan? Come on.
Oh, you guys
those-
can either
and those-
speculate on that or maybe roll insights if you.
I say those keys are to the roadhouse, right?
Yes. Furbog
Okay.
Lux if you.
Yes. So let's sure. I'll take an insight. Why not?
I'll do it too.
Oh boy.
I don't know why I said that with an accent, but I'll do it too.
Do.
Right.
Oh, not much better.
Both Freddy and Ireva are kind of perplexed. It seemed like she was asking her words. Some hidden intent behind.
Freddy, Freddy, visibly sighs to Ureva, puts his, head or temple in his hands. It's like, all right, I'll talk to her before we go to bed. What did you want to talk about?
Keep this short, Freddy. And she kind of stumbles a little bit as she almost chokes on these words. I owe you an apology again.
Oh snap.
Are you talking about when you shot me in the side? Because that's well and done with. I don't care anymore.
No. I apologize for that once. I will not apologize for the same thing twice. And she lets a
One
little bit
apology.
of stubbornness sneak in her voice. And she say, I cannot tell you what came over me when we first arrived at this roadhouse. I can tell you that traveling with this group has brought upon relationships that are not things that I'm used to. I'm not one that's personally accustomed to this term of friendship. Yeah, I'm one that has kept to my own people, my home, and completing missions I have been set upon on my own for the longest time. But I don't want to droll on. Ondar is one that I had a rare level of respect for and trust in. And I found myself drawn to that which he stood up for. And I will always honor the memory of our comrade. That will never change. But I did find myself being strayed from the path. I am ashamed to say I became too prideful, and a stubbornness came upon me that is shameful for me. And I do not wish to continue down this way.
Freddy smirks a little bit and says, that's called trying to protect the people that you care for. I know a little something of that.
We are obligated to a duty that we signed up for, and we're beyond that obligation. We choose the obligation to end this terror that is the cults. And we agreed to this duty, and I've always been on your side with sticking to our duties and the jobs we agreed to. And I do owe you an apology for not continuing on that path. It was not right of me.
Well, apology accepted too. I can't say that I didn't want to jump up and defend him either. Be right there along with you guys, but sometimes you gotta play the long game.
Yes, I believe the emotion was called fury. I'm not usually familiar with it, so I did not handle it well. But I want you to know that. And she kind of looks down at the boots. When we found these boots, it reminded me why I was here, why I was away from my homeland and my people, what the reason for my being in this group is. And I must return to that drive.
May they serve you well, in more ways than just giving you light feet.
And with that, she'll kind of nod at Freddy and stick out her hand for a handshake.
Freddy returns it.
And she'll say, if you need anything in the night, please let me know.
Well,
But
Uthar might try to kill me, so we'll see.
Would you like Hawkeye and myself to be in the same room with you?
I don't know if that'll help or hurt. If you want to be a part of it, it's up to you.
With that, and she'll say, I don't want Hawkeye to think I've abandoned her, so I'll go back and speak with her.
Say hi to Greg for me.
Well, and
Greg's
she'll
on
kind
her
of,
shoulder.
I would say Greg will kind of, he's napping a little bit, so he'll peek out, he's like right there, and she'll kind of pull her hood back a little bit and say, you can say hi to him yourself if you would like.
There he is.
Greg is kind of like huddled up, kind of scrunched on himself, seems to be trying to take a nap.
Yeah. Oh, I'll leave him in peace then. And then Freddy will go back inside the room.
Okay. Rave,
Alright, so then he rave
award you
sorry.
a point of inspiration for
Ooh, snap.
have an inspiration advantage to use when
Thanks.
Bravo, bravissimo.
Yeah, I was really thinking about that.
No,
Alright.
on the side, I was just like, kiss, 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 kiss.
Oh yeah.
Flowers just pouring on the stage.
All I gotta say is Freddy is hitting on all cylinders. What is he, like 2 for 2 right now with women?
I think so.
Oh, she wasn't going down that road.
No,
yo.
yeah.
No.
I thought about making that joke, but I didn't want to break up the role play.
See,
that was
Reva,
really nice.
Freddy is basically like a house cat.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
He's only half elf.
Yeah, like
Nice. This house cat saved her life twice now.
She
So-
respects him as a living being, but there's no.
Yay, Ondar, y'all.
In Ondar.
Yeah. Everybody's dreaming of Ondar right now.
She was gonna go out of her race like it was there. All right, so I can't see the room that Hawkeye went in. Like I can only see.
I'll move. I'm right here.
I have to use
Okay.
the restroom real quick. I'll be right
Okay.
back.
Actually, speaking
Alright.
of, I do have to go to the bathroom too. Take a really quick break.
Sounds good.
Be right back, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Take a quick, I would say probably 2 minutes, and then right back on.
Yeah.
Be right back, guys.
went-
Gotta grab beer.
Here.
Oh my gosh.
You forget it's 6 o'clock my time. Come on.
5 o'clock somewhere. I'm so hungry. I don't know what I want to eat.
Yeah. Keep doing it again, John. One walk away.
Go lay down. Go out.
I hear doggo.
Lay down then.
Yeah.
Lay down.
Right. I am back. Is everybody else here?
I am.
Ready?
Wrong campaign.
Yep. Happens a lot.
Yeah.
That's a.
Somebody just got alcohol.
Oh,
It's nighttime for them.
yeah.
It's gotta be-
She said it was 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it's gotta be like 6, 7 o'clock, I think.
It is 6 o'clock on the dot for
6
us.
o'clock?
Yeah.
To break into the good stuff.
Oh, hell
Neither of us
My
yeah.
have
joke
to
was
work
it's 5
tomorrow,
o'clock
so we can
somewhere.
go all night.
There you go.
Yep.
It's gonna be one of them
So
days,
let's
huh?
make this like a 5-hour session, guys.
I wish. I wish. Okay,
You
so
can call in sick to work, Ryan. It's fine. Nobody
I
will know.
can't. I'm a supervisor. I don't call in sick.
Yeah,
Do
I
not
feel
do
that
that.
pain.
You could.
I could, but that'd be leading a very poor example.
Hey, dude, you called in sick. They hold up the phone. Hey, you were streaming like.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. By the way, we watch every time you stream to make sure that you come into work. All right,
It was
let's
just-
hop
it was
back.
just- From the belly
Alright.
down.
Yeah. You guys don't realize
That's
what's
a way
going
you can
on down
describe
there.
not coming to work, and they will not question what that means.
Yeah, I only
Yeah.
look good from the belly up. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm actually in the room, but I just moved here to show her what room I'm in because she couldn't see.
All right.
So I'm
So
back in the
you're
corner.
Ureva will. Where did Ureva go? Okay, thank you. Ureva will enter the room, and just kind of look and see if Hawkeye is awake.
Snuggled up to Renard right now.
Are you awake?
Not really. Like starting to go to sleep, I guess. But I'll hear you. Like I hear you walking in, and then I look up.
Okay. And Ureva will nod at Hawkeye and say, "I just had a talk with Freddy. It's absolutely up to you. I'm still not quite sure myself, but to be honest, he's looking a little bit exhausted with this whole situation with Uthar. I know I have not been much help, but He is greatly concerned about Uthar and is not sure exactly how things will go once Uthar wakes up. I was wondering if you would have any interest in joining him in the room they're in, if you would be able to get your rest in there, and if you were interested in involving yourself further in that situation.
I mean, I can't do any more magic, but I can turn into a pretty bad wolf. Well, I could be a bear, but I guess, yeah.
Well, there's no pressing situation right now. We just don't know what will be there. Part of me feels a responsibility of being there, as we've all been there for each other the last few weeks in case something bad does happen, in case it were to go wrong.
Yeah, I mean, some more than others, but I get your point. And then she'll walk by and then out. What room did they go in?
And she'll kind of walk with and just lead the way this way. And walk in and...
Paige Carlin is already in there.
Okay, as you ladies come into the room, enough time has passed finally that Uthar gains consciousness at 1 hit. Uthar, you awake on a bed of straw, being looked after by all of your road companions, as well as the Goliath. The Goliath is actually kind of tending to you, overlooking you almost like a mother would.
When he stirs, the way that Emoc was sleeping is he had one foot like leaned over on Uthar. So when Uthar moved, Emoc felt him move.
Okay.
Then yeah, I would look up first at NC Emoc and groggily. Emoc, yes, yeah, where? Yes. Where is Greek?
Well, we are inside the roadhouse, my little friend.
Yes.
And I now have a friend, yes. It is weird.
He kind of like slowly climbing to his feet. He says, "Yes, more than friend. You are solid crewmate material. Brothers in arms."
Emoc not sure he likes the sound of that.
Right, but you don't know, but crew is like family on both.
No, the mate part.
Is mean your most important person on boat.
That part I like. Sit back down. You sit back down. Lay down. Get to rest. Tomorrow, you have test of honor, much like you had today.
At that, yeah, he starts scanning around looking for Grick, and he says, He is not honorable, man. He will escape at first chance. You'll have to keep eyes on him at all times. He's left his entire crew to die. He is coward and betrayer.
Emoc tried to explain that to the leader of this roadhouse, but he would not listen.
No, he is just this terrible man. Prefers to keep everyone coward in fear rather than respect.
So tomorrow you have another trial by test of fight with him.
And
Yo,
at this, Freddy
Drake, what's up,
speaks
man?
up, and
Good to
this
see
one
ya.
will be permanent.
Sven's trying to take your spot on top.
Uthar looks over and sees the three of you and says, the traitors come. Leave the room. I have nothing to say to you. And he kind of slumps over against the wall and slides down a little bit because I am at 1 hit point.
Emoc looks.
I am no traitor. I healed you when you were unconscious.
I thought they were your companions, if not your friends.
Yes. I thought I thought they were companion material as well, but they do nothing but seek power and riches like Grick out there. Seek nothing but money, nothing but power. And he's looking at the medallion, brooch, sword, and boots that you're all wearing.
Holy
as well
crap.
as the very heavy coinage that you're carrying, and says, "Get out of my sight. I would have you thrown off bolt to see if the sharks would take you if I could."
Uthar, let's unpack one thing at a time. You mentioned the money earlier, and I think that there is some sort of miscommunication here. The cultists, the men that we were fighting, pillaged and stole, pirated, you could say, all these goods, and we're using them to try to gather up enough wealth in order to resummon Tiamat.
And why does this give you excuse to take these people's death money? They're items that are reliquies and family heirlooms, taken off dead bodies. You think this is first time I have had a large amount of gold from taking pirates? You return gold. You return heirlooms. You take rewards, not blood money.
Unfortunately, the members of the families that these heirlooms belong to are almost certainly dead.
And Ireva will look at the boots and look at Uthar. These boots come
made
from my
for what?
very own people.
Then you wear the boots of one of your own dead. As he said, they are most likely dead. That does not give you excuse to take.
And I know my people. We would not want something that could help bring down their murderers to go to waste. It would be far more a shame for these to be destroyed or to fall in the hands of anyone other than one of my own people.
Then it should be returned to your people. Perhaps boots are exception. I do not know what these elf boots.
And when I have
Or-
completed my mission of stopping these murderous, horrendous people from their mission of raising the Dragon Queen, I will bring them back to my homeland, and I will do everything I can to find the family from which these came.
But you would use them in meantime.
To
You would
help
gain
avenge their
power
death?
From the death of others.
To help avenge their death? Yes, I will, and I will not apologize for that.
Then at least you have conviction, if not honor. And he looks away, like he doesn't want to look at you now. But
Just
also
like
can't look
you-
at Freddy, so I guess he's just looking down.
Just
Freddy
like
also
you
punched
attacked
it.
Drake out of nowhere, we are attacking the cultists because my homeland, like, I had to hide in fear in my forest.
Did you have to be slave for 16 years on boat? Watch your family be thrown overboard or sold into slavery? Be demeaned? Have your name lost? Did
No,
these things
but-
happen to you?
My tribes, well, not my tribe, but tribes around me have been slaughtered because of just the way I look. People think we are werewolves. People think we are werefolk. Like, I was raised by a giant eagle. I don't know who my family is before that. They were
Well-
most likely killed.
Pray
I
that they
have-
were killed quickly and did not suffer for generations of slavery. Decades of slavery.
I do not know. I don't know them.
I have a question, Uthar. What would you have us do instead with the, was it 4 or 5 carts full of, well, riches that are out there? We could just pour them into the swamp in full view of almost everyone at the roadhouse. It'd only be pillaged later.
It is to
But
be
that does-
returned to whoever needs it. You take it to next town, take it to next port. You return what you can. The rest goes to orphanages and churches.
I think you misunderstand. This gold comes from far south of Baldur's Gate. In order to return it would be a full month's, if not more, journey with the fastest horses, and even then not carrying the gold.
You say this like it is excuse. Then that
It
is
is-
what is done. I have sailed entire seasons to return stolen treasures and goods to churches.
Yes, but
It
if we
is the
wait
honorable thing to do.
if we wait
have
an
no time to
entire
wait.
season just to make sure we do the honorable thing immediately, then the Dragon Queen will already be risen from the dead. And then everything we'll have done will have been for naught.
You speak of cults and dragon queens and all this. I do not care. This is not. I did not come on land to fight the Dragon Queen. I came to fight that man in another room, which you have stopped me from doing.
Then leave. If you don't want to be here, then leave.
You will fight him tomorrow.
If he is still in building, I will kill him tomorrow, after a long talk about what he has done.
Then what? After
The
he's
only
dead,
reason I have left my home forest is to stop the Dragon Queen from being risen from the dead.
What is this?
I allowed
Dragon Queen?
myself to be strayed from this path once, and I will not stray from it again. And you will not make me feel guilty for this. I will return these boots to their rightful owners or the families of as soon as I've completed it. And those families will thank me for putting the boots of their dead loved ones, their dead families, to an honorable use. You think people are going to care about gold if they're burned to the ground because of this queen?
This Dragon Queen, this is nothing. For all I know, you make this up.
It is not
A
nothing.
cult there, I have seen dozens of cults come and go.
Not this
This
one.
man joins them just to get safety. They are weak. You see how they crumble out there.
That was literally their weakest flock. Their cannon
It's always
fodder.
the weakest flock. This cult is your concern, your problem. Mine
Well,
is
okay.
that man and my tribe.
Okay,
Well?
if Ramus dies tomorrow, then what? Then what are you gonna do?
He will speak to me first about what he did with my people, and then I will go and find them. If they are not alive, or if he refuses to speak, we will have a very long time before he die.
So we healed you, and you came along us just to kill one person, and then you're just gonna leave us. I think that is traitorous.
Eh,
At
this
that,
would have
Freddy
been
gives
true.
Hawkeye a weird look.
This would have been true yesterday. But I simply cannot find crewmate when you are so willing to benefit on death. At least the elf one has honor that she will supposedly give Boots back if she survives. But still, her pockets are full of gold, as all of yours.
Uthar, you must remember one thing. One finger cannot lift a pebble.
I am confused by this statement. One finger cannot lift pebble.
It takes at least two. You must have a thumb. And I
this-
was
oh.
always confused by that, but my father used to always tell me this.
This is very, very smart. Vimag, you only just met me, but were willing to stand in honorable place to defend what needs to be done. For this, I appreciate what you have done, but I will also not blame you should you choose not to continue down my path.
No, I will help you learn about your tribe, for I understand.
And I think that's
understand.
one. I think that's one thing we misunderstand each other on, Uthar. See, I believe you. I want Ramus to die almost as much as you do. I hate
We all do.
slavers. The problem is the how you were trying to do it. Dragging him off into the bushes all on your lonesome when all of his compatriots were around that had otherwise not known about this and he had done nothing wrong by them. Now I understand vengeance and I understand wanting to take it out on him, but there's a way to do it. And that one wasn't it. So I apologize for smacking you.
You landfolk. As quickly as you say you want community, you do not understand community. You could have insisted I be allowed what I needed. This would have at least been something.
It was wrong. And even if your best friends are doing something wrong, you still call them out for it.
It is funny considering
Hawkeye will
stranger
glance over at
is
you,
the only
Raven,
one
for
who
that.
stood by me, by what was right to be done.
Excuse you, I healed you when you were unconscious and
I did not
being
ask
dragged
for
away
your
by him.
Health. I did not ask for this. You make
Otherwise, you
choices,
would be
will
dead.
live with them. Then I would be dead. We all make choices. My choice was made, and I will stand by it. If you do not like your choices, then you are the one with regret.
Hawkeye shakes her head and then just leaves because she's so annoyed right now.
Perhaps you... Freddy, I believe your name was,
Yes.
and Uthar should work out differences. I'm going to go make sure Ramus is still here.
Thank you, Emoc. He will slip away at first chance.
Emoc walks out of the room to make sure that the slaver is still here.
Yep. Still in the spot where he was unceremoniously done.
Yeah, Hawkeye crosses her arms and then like noticeably frustrated and like just kind of, oh, what's the word for it? Oh, I don't know what the word for it is. Anyways, like disrespected, I guess. And then she
Oh,
just folds her arms and like
Don't be
is
angry.
so pissed off.
don't be angry.
Why not be angry? I used my resources to help him get to where he wanted, but he won't help us where we need to be.
Oh,
That's some double standards.
he just feels, I don't know, slighted or betrayed. He has a lot on his brain right now.
And we don't.
I don't understand what you all are searching for. I do not know this dragon queen.
Dragons have killed family members.
I know what a dragon is, but I do not understand what is there. They have a queen. I do not know.
Yes, they have a queen.
Where does she live?
Another winter.
No.
No.
Like they used to have that song.
Y'all ain't there.
Question
Y'all ain't there.
Hold up. I'll send you some information.
All right. I was just like, oh, I know we're heading there.
Alright,
Emoc
in the
knows where
meantime,
Neverwinter is. It is a city not far from here. We must go there and kill this queen then.
while Otto reads that, in the room with Uthar, Ureva will look at Freddy calmly and look at Uthar and just say, Uthar, you are a determined man. I respect that about you. And I'm not going to try and talk you out of anything that you have set out to accomplish. You are a man of conviction, and you are a man of an honor that I do not know. However, I will not allow you to make me feel bad for wanting to continue on my own mission. I do not understand the misery that you have been put through, the torture that you have been put through, and I will not even begin to pretend that I do. However, I know of things that you also do not. And I know that, yes, we can turn around and we can bring this gold back to where it came from. And then we can continue on in our quest. However, by the time we got back to the point that we are at right now, we'll either lost our contacts, all progress, or it will have been absolutely too late. And I will not allow that to happen. I have a mission. You may not be familiar with my mission. You may not believe in my mission, but that makes it no less righteous than your own. And I do mourn those that lost their lives for this gold to go towards the wrong means. If we find someone that we can trust to bring the majority of it back to lands that it came from, I would be happy for that. But I will use an amount to put towards avenging all of those deaths, to bringing down this community and this cult. And what I see as one of the most horrendous and evil missions that I could imagine. If you don't see that, that's fine. You have your demons. I have mine.
And Hawkeye goes back to Emoc. I was just leaving a pause there because I actually got my stuff now.
I think Uthar does not respond to that. He's at this point. I will say, if you were to insight check, you have started to make him at least convinced that you're not a bad person. You've done that well, but he's not going to respond out loud.
Kind of stuck in his own thoughts, mulling over everything that was spoken.
Yeah, I mean that and getting ready for some good old-fashioned revenge torture.
Right, Hawkeye.
Emoc. The Dragon Queen is Tiamat, the Queen of Dragons. She's the evil deity of greed, wealth, and envy, and she resides in the abyss, searching for a way to return from her exile. So we must put a stop to it. That is who we are after. The cultists were leading us to her, and we followed these to try to stop her. It is our mission, especially the elves, Ureva, to stop her. My family has personally died due to dragons, and it's my duty to try to stop that. I don't want to live in fear in one forest my entire life, just being killed for who I am.
Kavaki has not spoke to me of anything like this. I've never heard of Emoc has never heard of Tiamat or a
Just because you've never heard of it doesn't mean it's not there. The pressures are still there. Stakes are still high. That is something that the Furbog does not understand. Is he's concerned with himself and his demons, as we're concerned for the world. He thinks we're just greedy, but that's not it at all. We're trying to something else. Because if she returns, all hell will break loose.
Excuse me, I had a coughing spell.
No worries.
So this Tiamat, why must you kill her?
Because she will kill everyone else. She will bring destruction to the world.
One dragon will do this?
She is the queen of dragons. She will send other dragons everywhere.
Well, but dragons will come and go. They do this all the time.
But if we could put a stop to the queen,
Killing one
she's the
dragon will
five-headed
not
worm.
stop. What?
One head.
What?
One head for each color of the chromatic dragons. She is the queen of all
Wait,
dragons.
what? What? Five-headed?
Yes, five-headed.
And the colors are...
One color for each of the chromatic dragons.
I do not understand this. What are the colors?
Blue, red, green, black.
Blue, red, green, black.
I don't remember the fifth.
Red,
Yeah.
green,
No,
black.
it's not yellow.
Player
White.
knows
White.
that
White.
character.
White.
Red, green,
Ugh.
black, blue, white.
I'm confused.
It's more than two colors?
No, this goes for the vision.
Black and white.
This goes for the vision he was having, guys.
Oh,
It's
okay.
part of his backstory.
I thought you were gonna tell us that you like are super colorblind, and so the idea of multiple colors just destroys you.
Wait, you mean there's more than black and white?
You mean to tell me my whole world's a lie?
Reality is poison.
Emoc is now pacing. He's, my vision.
Hawkeye will aid Emoc. I don't know if he said he was falling or something. I couldn't hear that correctly, but
Oh, he's
Hawkeye.
pacing
Oh,
back and
pacing.
forth now. Yeah,
I thought you
he's-
said fainting.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
No, he's starting to like. He's sweating. He's pacing back and forth right now. He's confused right now. The shaman may have been wrong in what he told Emoc.
What did the shaman tell you?
Emoc looks at Hawkeye, and he just shakes his head. That's not important. He looks down at Ramus, and he says, "What is important is that Uthar gets his test." And he picks up Ramus, and he cradles him, and he says, "We must make sure that Ramus is here in the morning." Right? And then he sits down next to this post, holding Ramus. "Do you have a rope, Hawkeye?"
I'll see if I do. Give me 1 second.
You
should
do.
have
That
one
would
in your
be-
adventure kit.
Yeah,
have,
that would be
uh,
in my.
You have 50 feet.
Yeah.
You have a rope.
Yes, I do.
Please tie Ramus and Emoc to this post.
You want me to? You want me to tie you too?
Yes,
But why you?
to make sure that Ramus does not escape.
Fair point.
Uthar is worried that Ramus will escape. He will
Can
not
I see
escape.
if Ramus has any rope?
Yes, that would be smart. Yes. Ha 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 ha.
Ramus has an explorer's packet as well.
I'm gonna use
Yes,
his
use
rope.
his rope, not yours.
All right, Hawkeye,
Tied you
please
up with
make
your own
me.
rope, bitch.
Yeah. Hawkeye, please make me a sleight of hand check.
Can I assist her?
Yes.
Can I put guidance on myself?
Go ahead. Yep. You can
Now I
do
just
that
need
for
to
yourself.
find my guidance.
Yep, you can do that for yourself and for Vima, actually. You can get guidance on both of you. And make me a sleight of hand checks as you are eyeing this.
Oops. So that will be for Vima.
So she would have advantage, right?
If you're helping her, then yeah, she would get advantage on her check.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check, Hawkeye, with advantage.
You get like really close to the
You didn't have the guidance on yourself. What is that, a D4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Team? Not terrible.
So Vmoc's got like Ramus wrapped up like a, like a baby.
Swaddled like a baby.
His legs wrapped around him and his arms wrapped around him and then the rope wrapped around,
Is there a time you want me to come back to unhook you?
Oh, when Ramus wakes up, he will wake Vmoc up.
But to get you out of the rope.
When they get ready to fight.
Deal. I'll reach out my hand, like kind of go underneath the rope to shake his.
Very well.
Grab a pinky and shake a pinky.
Yeah, shake a pinky since he's so big.
Good night.
Good night.
And the mic immediately dozes off.
I'm gonna
Right
go
away.
back to the room I was.
Yeah, he's one of those people that can like go to sleep no matter what.
One of the
whenever
people that
necessary.
just is the bane of my existence.
Sounds like my husband.
Right.
I
Well,
wish.
he was
Okay.
probably a Marine at one time,
And then I'll sleep in here. I'm not going in the same room as Uthar again.
Okay.
She's too
Anything
mad.
else from anybody?
Yeah, Freddie would like to ask Ureva and Carlin to leave the room just for a second so we can talk to Uthar one-on-one.
All right, Carlin's kind of down, so you have to nudge him to get him awake. Oh, who's it, Freddy?
Oh, he was sleeping?
Yeah.
All
I'm
right,
so
then let him-
tired from all
okay,
that
then-
activity I did today.
from all the swords I didn't swing.
From all that watching.
from dropping and picking up my weapon so many different times.
My gosh.
I had a
All right, well, if he's
scratch on
asleep,
my
then fuck
foot
it,
at
leave
one
him.
point.
Okay, so you go. Oh, just waves his hand. Back to
And
sleep.
Ureva will just like nod at Freddy and peace. Oh,
Deuces.
it's closed. I gotta open the door.
Now you'll see Vmoc and Ramus tied to
Yeah, you
a
see
post,
Vima
not knowing
tied
what
to the
happened.
post along with Rob.
Yeah,
No,
so
it's
Ureva
adorable.
will. Where did Hawkeye go? Like, did she go back to the room?
Yeah, I went back to the room.
All right, so Ureva honestly is gonna see that and be really confused and just kind of like,
What the fuck?
I can't find the room again.
You were just there,
Oh,
right there.
found it. And pop back in the room with Hawkeye and say, so Ramos is tied up, but Vmoc as well?
Yeah, I did that.
Oh yeah, that was me.
And Ureva
Makes
just
total
kind of,
sense.
He
All right.
asked me to.
Vmoc's a kinky dude, man. What the
But
And the
it's not
Ureva
my
will
rope,
nod.
it's his rope.
Yeah, don't kink shame him.
Ureva
It's
will
not my
nod
rope, it's Ramus's rope.
and just say,
Speaker roll.
Freddy is speaking with Uthar, so
Ah, the traitor. The one I don't like right now.
I think we need to be careful who we call traitor or ally. Lines are easily
Very thin.
blurred in moments like this.
Blurred lines.
You
I
stop
feel
that
like
now.
you drew the line.
Ureva will look around. Where'd that music come from? What is this sound?
Oh, that was Renard.
Renard just goes, blurred lines.
Ah.
Right, Freddy.
Uthar, I know you got a lot on your mind, so let me make myself clear. And plain. You may think I am greedy, but I can assure you that I'm not. The reason why I want to make use of these items that I have in my possession is simply this. the love of my life is in danger. Now, whether you believe that or not is up to you, but this whole material realm will go up in flames if we do not stop these cultists in their plans. And if these items will help me in that journey and help me keep Francesca safe, then I will use them and I will keep them. Now, whether I can return them to their rightful owners or not, I don't know. Depends on if I live from this mission even in the first place. But that's where I stand, and I hope that you can respect that.
Basically the same. He's not responding. You're not as endearing as Ureva to him right now, but you gave him more. But you did also hit him, so you had a lot bigger to climb out of hole-wise. But yeah, he continues to just head against the wall, eyes closed. Not asleep, but wanting to be asleep so that he can wake up tomorrow and get his revenge. And all this talking is keeping him from sleep.
Yeah. And with that, Freddy's going to go to sleep as well.
Ureva, where are you gonna sleep?
Honestly, Ireva is just gonna meditate where she is with Hawkeye.
Okay.
But she is going to be like right next to the door
Okay.
in case something big happens.
So, you know what time it is?
No!
Yes,
Yeah.
we will have to end session right here. I think we are ending on a very, very, very good note.
We went long even.
Yeah.
I know we are, but why? I don't like it.
Thank you
I
guys
love
so
Encounter
much
tomorrow.
for the session. Definitely forging these bonds, getting a lot of the roleplay and the backstories out. I love listening to you guys, just sitting back and hearing you guys weave your tale. I, as Dungeon Master, am just a servant to your guys' roleplay, and it's always a very big for me. Hope you guys are enjoying the campaign as well. We will
You too,
join.
viewers.
Yeah, all 11 of them. I got up to like 13 today, I guess. Q Hard.
Yeah.
That is a new guy. Congratulations, or I shouldn't say congratulations. I should say welcome. Yeah, congratulations for watching my stream. I don't know what that was. Yeah, thank you for tuning in, everybody out there. I hope you are enjoying the sessions as well. Make sure to tune in next Monday, same time, 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time, and we will see how this sequence of events culminates into a climax between Uthar and his foe Ramus Grick. The
Spoiler,
rest
I'm
of the
gonna murder
party.
him.
What was that?
Spoiler is I'm gonna murder him, take him in a room and torture him for
Spoiler.
a while. I'm much stronger once I'm reach end.
We will see next session how that plays out. For this was the Hoard of the Dragon Queen. Thank you to you guys once again. I will see you next time.
Oh, who's historian?
Oh yeah, I never rolled that. Okay, let me roll that right now. Emoc.
Hey.
There's gonna be a lot of question marks in VMOC's.
Yeah.
Like talking about dragons and shit for a while. I don't know what the fuck.
I'm actually really interested to hear that because Hawkeye kind of tied VMOC directly into the campaign by revealing the Dragon Queen to his backstory, so that'll be really interesting.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Till next time. A great rest of
next
your
time.
day and your week.
Yep,
too.
good
Later,
session,
guys.
guys. See you next week.
Great session, everyone.
Good job making it so Uthar doesn't necessarily have to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Because he was
Like,
gonna.
yeah, I know.
Hawkeye was just like, well,
About the time you
Hawkeye
guys
was
started
like, fuck,
hitting
if you
him,
don't
he
want to
was
be here,
pretty
leave.
fucking done.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. So, being historian, I re-listened to it and I was like, "Oh God," because you literally said Uthar's like 3 different reasons for leaving right now. I'm like, "God damn it!" But we can't like not be true to our character.
Well,
But
and I-
yeah,
and I-
so do we all.
And I knew punching him was not going to go over well, but We had to
It
get
had to
everyone
be that.
inside. Yeah.
Yep.
In Freddy's perspective, anyway.
All right, guys. I will say goodbye.
All right, see ya.
All right, man, that was a good session. So much roleplay. I was kind of hoping to get to a little further point, but honestly, this is working out so well. Like, I was actually kind of afraid about the party breaking up because of all the different things that were happening, and because Uthar was not cemented in the party yet. He didn't really have a tie-in. He still kind of doesn't, but I have plans, and I think I know exactly how to kind of tie that in to give Uthar a reason to stick with this party and really want to go after the Hoard of the Dragon Queen. Or I shouldn't say the Hoard, Cult of the Dragon. And Emoc, I think he was just perfectly tied in. Thank you to Hawkeye for that. I didn't really have to do that myself. But yes, Hoard of the Dragon Queen, a 5th edition module for Dungeons and Dragons. We are going through the entire Tyranny of Dragons campaign, hopefully. Takes a while because D&D campaigns. But all the best for you guys, because you get to tune in every Monday at 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time in order to catch these. I also run a 4th edition campaign Sunday night, so I just had one last night that ran for, I think, 4.5 hours. That was a nice, fun session. They are playing through the Scales of War campaign path set for 4th edition Dungeons & Dragons that was printed in Dungeon Magazine a while ago. They are on the 4th adventure, Lost Mines of Carrick, where they have just uncovered the signet ring for Clan Ironfell that is actually going to take them down into the mines because they found a trapdoor down in the Dwarven Fortress. I run Tavern League encounters on weekdays as well, so make sure to check that out. I believe I have a session tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time. That is those are fun sessions. They are one-shot encounters between 2.5 to 3 hours long. Very heavy mechanics, difficult tactics and strategy, playing against a single boss that challenges the party and could kill them, and actually likely kills them on the first playthrough, because you have to discover how the mechanics work through knowledge checks in order to be successful. It's not just about damage for that, and that has been an ongoing thing that I am developing myself, my own thing. I have another DM that's helping out Restinia. Awesome guy. He's almost got like equal parts in it right now. He's been such a big help. Make sure to check that out. Give me a like, follow, subscribe. I appreciate you guys. I definitely appreciate you. Frickin' Drake Takes with 1,000 bits wants to get on top of the leaderboard. He really wanted that spot, so he's at 1,151 right now. Spencer at second with 250 bits. I appreciate you guys, everybody out there. Q Horror, nice to see you, man. Make sure to join my Discord to get in on all this stuff. That's where I have all of my information. I also have a Twitter, Facebook. Check out the links below, and my YouTube, where you can follow past sessions. Tyranny of Dragons. You can start watching from the very beginning, as well as for Scales of War. I didn't start from the beginning there because I started a little late. But last call is sounded, and everybody is lining up at the bar for the final pour. Thank you all for joining in and partaking in the merriment. This has been the Tavern League.